Let me tell you something. This battle right here was so fun to watch. Bruh, I've been talking about it for the past 2 days now after the fact, bruh. It has been fun going down to Atlanta and actually seeing people that watch, watch my content and stuff like that. And I appreciate everybody that be watching me. Shout out to the real supporters. I appreciate you, bruh. But no, on a serious note, I actually went. I was literally over here. You probably can't see. I don't know if you can see me, but I'm like literally behind. It's kind of weird. I'm by the media, what you call it. But it was a good event. Like New Orleans came. Let me tell you something. New Orleans came with it. They were smaller than Gale, but oh my God. But let's jump right into it. Let me tell you something. This video don't do no justice. It don't do no justice. That's all I'm gonna tell you. This thing was loud, bro. And like how I was there, it felt like the air was so heavy. So I felt like I couldn't breathe. Let me see if I can find myself. Okay, so I'm somewhere over here. I know I am. I'm somewhere over here. I don't know where I'm at, but I'm over here. I was literally, because the media was back here, and I'm somewhere over this little area. But I saw Smash Time. I saw Garrett, the Edge One Media. I saw everybody there, bro. Dr. PJ Howard, Dr. Professor Young at Alabama A&M, Professor Willie Snipes. And the crazy thing is, I don't know if A1 got the beginning part, but Georgia was playing a warm-up part. Then I think that's where they brought this song out. Yeah, boy, that right there, bro. We was hyped. We was hyped. They didn't even warm up, bro. Well, I think they did warm up, but still, like, I'm expecting them to actually do a little corral. They was on Georgia's neck the entire night. I'm definitely going next year. Going back again, bro. Now, the only thing I didn't like how New Orleans was set up, I don't think they should have been on this. I don't think the tubas should have all been on one side. I think they should have kind of spaced it out so the tubas on one side could hear the drum line, keep up the beat and tempo. That's the only thing I would say. But Georgia should have been over here, honestly. Because Georgia was deep. When I say deep, I mean deep. Look how cramped they are, bro. This video don't do no justice, bro. It don't. Y'all gotta be there. The sound was unmatched. Okay, now I didn't see this lady walk across the. Now, ma'am, why would you walk across the thing when you? And I'm not gonna lie, after this first song, I was kind of like, okay, Georgia. But they get overpowered by the baritones, euphoniums, the trumpets. Like, I think, honestly, this is me being real. I feel like some songs was balanced, then some songs wasn't. But they was lit, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. You actually talked to him. I don't know what his name was, but I talked to him leaving out. Nope. Nope. See, that right there, that's right there. When I was listening to it, I heard that. I said, oh, Trump is, they skating a little bit. They skating. Like, just, I feel like the baritones, the mellophones was getting covered up. Trombones, euphoniums, and baritones and tubas was pretty much, they was dumping. Everybody else was getting covered up, bro. Like woodwinds, I could barely hear the woodwinds when I was actually there. But I mean, overall. Dang, just listening to this and like you actually be there is different. Cause I literally was like this. Bro, I couldn't be up in those stands, bro. And the crazy thing is, I don't know why Gam thought that would be cool to put everybody in one little spot. They had a whole section filled. They could fill up the whole side where New Orleans was at. Okay. I don't know if this is the part where they ran it back. I think this may be the part they ran it back, and I think Tuba's messed up on this part. See, this is why I'm glad that I went, so I could actually show y'all what I had to experience. Oh, no, not this song. Yep. Right there. That's the part that kind of threw me off, bro. I'm sitting there like, they ran it back because it was hype. But then again, Tuba's on this side, not this side. This side, right here. I said, bro, come on, dog. Yeah. That's what I didn't understand. But they had trombones. They was deep. And I love Gam. I do. But it was so hard for the tubas and the drum line to really be consistent through the whole entire battle because I felt like they was fighting tempo. Tempo was the issue again, bro. On certain songs. Not every song, but... All I'm going to tell you is New Orleans mellophones. You know me? You heard me, baby? Boy, let me tell you something. New Orleans mellophones, baby, when you better hear these couple songs, they was on 10. On 10. Phenomenal. I loved it. Oh my God. When I heard this right here, this is loud. No mellophones. Shout out to Weedy. Shout out to the Bedroom Podcast. Bruh, I should have been on the last night. My fault, bruh. My fault. But no mellophones was eating. I'm telling y'all, the whole entire night. And then they gonna make a meme about they had stand music. They had sheet music in the stands, bruh. Some people don't have time to memorize 40,000 songs. I mean, never mind. I ain't gonna get into that. But yeah. Now the trumpets, they was on one, but the mellophones stole the show. They stole the show, bro. And I was talking to a couple people before the event actually started. Let me tell you something. That line was long as heck, bro. I got there at 3 o'clock. 3:23. I'm just over here talking. And I look over to my left or my right. I see a whole line. I said, I almost passed out there. He said, Raheem. And the majority of these are, you got some old heads, you got, mostly these are, I think, high schoolers, I think. That's what I'm, see, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. You got to be there. When I heard this in person, bruh, I said it's over. I said that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I said, oh yeah, it's over. The mellophones again, it's over, bro. I'm sorry. That, oh boy. But you can see how the crowd is reacting to this. Like, boy, this was a great battle. But dang, they was on their neck the whole entire night, and it wasn't as long as I thought it was gonna be. There goes Scoopy up there. When I heard this, I was like, I don't know what this song is. Bro, I was sitting there trying to think like, And shout out to, I think it was Ben Talk. I was talking to him about it, and I'm like, it was a decent song, not gonna hold you. But I think if GAN was on that level back in 2022, I think 23 and 24, boy. I heard that. When I heard that, I said, "Oh," but ooh. But it was hot out there, boy. But it started cooling down, I think, past like, what time was that? I think it was like 6 o'clock. But to me, I feel like it was a big family reunion because I seen a lot of people that I knew. So I was kind of like, it felt like I was home. That's one thing I love about going to like events like this. I felt like I was home and I felt like I didn't get judged and I could do what I wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Georgia Mass Band for allowing me to actually be in that space. You know what I'm saying? I talked to Monkey. Who else? I talked to Mr. Rogers from New Orleans. Cool cats, man. God, dog, yeah. Like, honestly, their song selection from GAM, I felt like they was playing more. Yeah, this song right here, I didn't understand it. Cause I never heard it before. I was like, what song is this? Tempo. Now, I didn't know what they was doing. I had never did I see y'all? I don't think I paid attention to tenders like that. But just the tempo itself, bruh. That's the only thing that was stopping them, bruh. Now, trombones was carrying the melody. I'm had to give them credit for that. But them, the euphoniums, y'all don't understand. This video ain't showing. It's not. It can't showcase the raw power that they had, bro. But then once the battle started to keep going, I felt like they kind of backed off a little bit. And you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Y'all gonna see exactly what I'm talking about. See, this is why I'm glad I could actually talk about it, because I was there. But that breeze felt good, bro, out there. Oh, this is butterflies. Okay. They go to. I gotta call him. I need to call him. Bro, this sounded so good in person. But I do feel like they should have split the tubas up a little bit, so we get that more surround sound. But it was actually, the drum line wasn't. It was in that pocket, bro. I don't know why they say boo like that, bro. See, that's I don't know why they did, but oh, I swear I didn't hear that, bro. Wait, hold on. Give me a second. Can I go back? Hold on. Wait. Oh, that's funny. That right there. That's what I'm talking about. Tempo. I felt like tempo was that downfall. Tempo. Tuba, sorry, they came in a little bit late. Yeah, mellophones ain't. Yeah, the whole time I'm trying to figure out what a mellophone section. Nah, It was just euphonium city over there in tubas and trombones. Low brass literally carried this whole entire day for Gam. I'm gonna say this, they carried. But for the people that said Gam won, bless your heart. one thing I'm gonna say about New Orleans. They was consistent. Ooh. Yeah, that mellophone part, boy. The call and response was crazy. When they played that, I'm looking back at Georgia like, what y'all gonna play? I heard this. I did like the balance with this and how like it wasn't too much. Like the trombones was carrying that melody. But the mellophones was giving it to me that on Saturday, bro. They wasn't. Tubas. Bro, I can't wait the next. Oh, I can't wait the next summer, bro. I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. But as you can see, and this is one. Like I was saying, as you can see, the crowd wasn't like. Let me pause real quick. The crowd really wasn't. I'm gonna be honest with you. They really wasn't like they hearing the song, right? But I'm just sitting like I'm sitting here not trying to be funny. I'm literally sitting like, okay, and that's how majority of the crowd was looking. Literally, the majority of the crowd. People say, "Oh no, we was hyped the whole entire." No, not this song. Like this song, it like I love the vision for the song. I love it. But it didn't grab my attention, be like, ooh. Like, I liked it, but it wasn't like, ooh, like, I gotta hear that again, like, run that back. Nah. And this is when I felt like Gan was kind of like, how can I say this? I felt like they was kind of like being more conservative now until the very end, which they should have, the song selection that they was playing, they should have played certain songs like, man, you just gonna have to hear it. Y'all gonna have to hear it. Is this Drumline? Oh yeah, this is when the Drumline battle. I think he gonna cut that out. Yep. Cause knowing me, I like Drumline, but I don't really care too much about it because I don't know anything about it. That's the reason why I say it. I love them. Boy, that first note. Do you hear that run? Oh. Mellophones was running that whole time, bruh. They was on that. God, boy, New Orleans was on one. Bruh, when I heard this, I was so confused. I'm like, what is this song? But it's Hunter Departure. I didn't know what this was. Bro, the whole crowd was going crazy. Like, people over here was going crazy. Over here, they was not so much. But on the field, oh yeah, they was going crazy, bro, for this. But what they should have done, they should have played this at the end. Now that was clean. Like hearing that right there was clean. And in person, I was like, ooh. But it was certain songs that New Orleans was playing. I kept looking back at Georgia like, hey now. And then I was talking to this lady. She came out of nowhere. I'm looking back. Do you not hear that stinging? Them mellophones, bro. I'm telling y'all. Them mellophones, the whole entire night was on one. And then I seen this song right here. It went from this person to in the middle to up here. You can tell they playing from their heart, bro. I remember hearing this, and I was sitting there like, oh. But in my opinion, I feel like it wasn't smooth enough. I would have gave the trombones a da 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 da. See, just to make it more sound more legato. You get what I'm saying? Because you want to make like this song requires a lot of just continuously like how can I say this without trying to sound more musical? I don't want to. You just have to literally keep the song, make it smooth. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Just add that part into it, make it sound more fuller. Get what I'm saying? I just felt like it wasn't. It didn't live up to this great potential. Dum. Man, the trombones could have been eating on this, bro. Not saying they wasn't eating, but they could have had more. God, there's so much things you could have done. That was okay. That was decent. It could have been a lot better. When I heard it in person, it could have been a whole lot better. But I like the direction that it was going in. But, nah. Before anybody say anything, talking about, GAM played more technical pieces than New Orleans, let me explain to you. That may be true. That may be true. But some of the more technical pieces that they did play, I felt like it wasn't, when I'm listening to it live, I'm like, oh, that could have been a little bit better. I would have arranged it like this. I would have done it like this. So y'all can say what y'all want to say, but I'm going to tell you something. New Orleans was on their tail. And just wait till you hear the ending part of this. Oh. Bruh, it's about to be... Right, he ain't petty for this, bruh. He is petty for this. Oh, they go Weedy right there. I think that's Lloyd, too. Even though New Orleans was smaller, the GAM, they was packing a punch. And the whoop ones they had, they was actually producing. I was shocked to say there's only 5 of y'all there. This is what I'm telling you. This is what I would, oh boy, this part right here, y'all don't understand. Listening to this, and I know what they playing. I'm looking back at GAM like, they just gonna play y'all little song, make it a tag, and call it a day. What would happen after this? GAM didn't play this song right back. Oh my, look, I'm telling you, GAM messed up by not replying back to this same song, bro. They messed up. They played something totally different. Like, bruh, we all looking like, GAM, y'all gonna let them do that in your own house? And it took a minute for GAM to respond back. It took a minute, because they looking like, And this is why I say the song selections from GAM was very interesting this day. Very interesting. Remember I told y'all how GAM it's going to start kind of losing a little bit. Because that first song they played, that was right in your face. Like, you can feel the intensity. But I think they was getting a little bit tired. To me, when I was on the field, I felt like they was getting a little bit tired. You can say what you want to say. AJ, you oh boy, y'all funny. But I still wish they would have had that Taurus Stadium, though. Yeah, after this song, this whole game lost me right here. They lost me right here, bro. They lost me. I don't know if it's the same song that the Symbols ran out towards game. I don't know. And I love how, like, both bands are giving their all, bro. No Limit Summer. Oh, disclaimer, after the battle, the New Orleans tuba started to do a little call out. Let me tell you something. Yeah, I don't know if somebody got the clip for that. If you do have the clip for that. And also somebody trying to get in the fight. We're not going to talk about that on here, but yeah. Matter of fact, I can talk about it, bump it. So after the event was over with, right, we're all sitting back. New Orleans, they left probably... After Gam played this song after this, they left. And, you know, the tuba started, they might march out or just walk out. Tuba started doing a little fanfare, their mellophones. And so I get past, like, going towards the gate, right? There's one lady, arguing with another lady. I'm guessing she from New Orleans over here, and a lady they're from Georgia. They arguing about the fight. I'm sitting there looking real time. I'm looking at both of them like, now the back of my head, do I want to be toxic or do I want to be like, just be like, don't do this? So I just looked at the lady. I said, go ahead, try it. I said, go ahead. I want to see this. But they didn't do it. And then one of the ladies talking about ATL ho. I said, oh, you provoking them. I said, y'all Georgia woman interesting. And this where the Symbols went over there to game. I was cracking up. I don't know what they was. But that breeze felt so good. But it sucked. They see, this is what I'm talking about. The momentum. They should have played this after they played Gemstone. Like, I feel like the momentum like shifted. Like, okay. Yeah, I was looking like y'all could have done that, but yeah, after this song they left. I was like, bruh. But I think the only, well, I was told by people that actually marched for New Orleans All-Star Band, they got there late. So they had more songs, but they had to go. Where Clay at? Where he at? I seen, where he at? He's somewhere in there. Oh, but I can't wait for this weekend, bro. Oh, I can't wait. Yep, after this, they gone. And so the whole crowd was looking like, oh, y'all leaving? But we just getting started. But overall, it was a good battle. A good battle. And that's why I said New Orleans left. And then this what I don't understand. They say go home. But you gotta realize something. Yeah, you saying go home, but they was on. See, that's what I'm gonna talk about. Matter of fact, let me get to the video. See, that's what I was talking about. Tubas, God, dog. When I heard that, I'm like really, really. And it's over here. It's not over here. It's over here. As you can tell. But some people gonna say that Gam won. They're gonna say that. They're gonna be like, oh yeah, Gam won this. But we have video proof. Yeah, sorry about that. I had pest control coming in. Yeah, because I gotta make sure, as a brother, you gotta make sure that you stay on top of your stuff. But yeah, when they turned towards New Orleans leaving, I was like, oh my goodness gracious. And then the cymbals came back down. They go Elmer. But it was a very, it was funny. And then I saw one clip talking about go eat some gumbo. I think we said gumbo. What he say? He said gumbo something. And then they played Victory Lap. But hearing it in person is interesting. It was very interesting. But I feel like they played the songs that they could have played, doing it before they left. But they played this after the fact. And I'm like, it literally was like a big old cookout. All we really needed was dang on hot dogs and hamburgers and some fish. That's all we needed. But it really sucks. They only battled one person. Well, one band this season, bro. I would have loved them go against Memphis or even Space City. right, also let's talk about this. Let's really talk about this. See, I can talk about it and actually say back on what I'm saying. Now, this battle was phenomenal. Great battle. I enjoyed both bands. I love what they're doing for the culture. I love that they're keeping the culture alive. We're actually sticking with these two juggernauts of bands. But Georgia, yeah, the tubas messed y'all up. When I was just watching y'all live, just being there, tubas, I would have gave y'all the win, honestly, because how diverse the book was and how versatile it was. I would have gave y'all the win. But the problem was the tubas was selling y'all out the whole entire time. And I said, well, bump it. Now, New Orleans, Mellophones was just taking over. Even though New Orleans was probably three times smaller than GAM, New Orleans held their own. They came in there with a mission and they left. They left satisfied. Great battle, but I just felt like GAM should have played certain arrangements that could have pretty much. I need the old petty GAM back. You get what I'm saying? I need the GAM that would be like, you know what, bump y'all. We gonna do this our way. You come in our house, disrespect us. Oh no, we're gonna disrespect you. But I felt like now, since the culture is kind of shifting, they're kind of going more of a. And I love what I see the vision. I love it, but they're more symphonic / like crank type of fest. It's kind of like BCU and Jackson State combined, basically. You hear they have a good symphonic sound. They could be a good concert band, but also they got a good punch in your mouth sound like Jackson State's. But New Orleans, that was, bruh. And just being there, like just get to see, people that watch your content and just talking to people that's similar to you, what you're doing. It was fun to me. Like I enjoyed it. I loved it. I would be back. But yeah, that was a great battle. But New Orleans got this one. Now, the only reason I'm giving to New Orleans, some of y'all may disagree, is because New Orleans really they had a little bit of tempo issue, just a little bit, not something that was noticeable to the point you'd be like, oh, they need to fix tempo. They had a little bit, especially with the drum lines and the tuba. It was one of those songs that kind of like, gotta watch it a little bit. But they had less mistakes. Now, they could talk about, they got the sheet music in the stands. We already know. We seen it. We done seen the meme. We done seen, New Orleans, you ain't supposed to have sheet music in the stand, but do you rather see them actually execute the music and know the music, or just play random notes like some people be doing? But if you like this type of content, you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe and go ahead and like the video. Also, I am posting every day this week. Every day. So I'll see y'all in the next one.